Hello and hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to be back, and if this is your first time, I am Dalenga, and Dalenga is the founder of There Is Still Hope, a place where we encourage people to move away from past sorrows and move on and embrace a life that matters. If you are not a subscriber yet, you don't know what you're missing. Please do subscribe and become part of There Is Still Hope family. Stay tuned. Okay, listening to all of this that you have just shared, by the look of things, it's not a walk in the park. It doesn't come by a snap of a finger. It's decisions that one has to make. It comes with a mind made up. I would like to know, what is being financially independent? Is it driving a new car every now and then? And how does one work towards that, being financially independent?
And financial independence can be driving a nice car if that's what you want. So financial independence is basically just a personal goal that you set. So you decide where do you want to be when it comes to finances. But essentially a financially independent person does not depend on debt to survive. They don't have these bad debts. They use debt. Debt is not bad. It's just that how do you use debt? You can use debt to make more money, but you don't depend on debt to basically live or to take care of things that you need. A financially independent person also has an income that comes in and they don't need it per se. Not to say that you are not using it. You can use it, but you are only using it because it's there. But you have investments that can take care of you if, say, you don't have a job. When you are financially independent, you are not stressing about money. You are literally not stressing so much about money because you are not living paycheck to paycheck. And when you live paycheck to paycheck is when you are basically looking at the calendar to say how many days do we have till payday. It's basically that you are not stressing about money. That's when you are financially independent, and you are not dependent on something that could stop. And when that thing stops, your house will be foreclosed, you lose everything because you lost your job. You are not financially independent if that's the case. That's financial independence. Now, how you get to financial independence is now going back to the management of it, where you are budgeting, where you are, because if you want your family to have a certain level of, not status per se, but if you say you don't want everybody to depend on you, then that's when decisions will also come in where you are helping your family members to also come up, so that you are not doing this alone. That when things happen at home, you are not the only person everybody's looking at, or you are now taking measures in place, making things happen that by increasing your income. And we don't talk about this enough in the personal finance field, where we just talk about cutting costs, budgeting. But the most important thing is also increasing your income. And when you increase your income, you will get to your goal.
How do you increase income?
You increase income by, you look at what can you do with the qualifications that you have. How can you add value more? You could get a raise at work. You could do a side hustle, because everybody's side hustling these days, right? You could sell things. There are people who have garages that are full of things. You could literally just sell those things and get money from it, because by you having those things, they are depreciating anyways. Sell them, get some money from it, and then either start a business from that, or you can invest so that goes towards your financial independence.
Even using your skills.
Yeah, even you could use your skills to start a business. You could literally do a lot of things, but it's basically increasing your income just comes with you adding more value. That's it. You just decide, what problem can I solve? What value can I add? And one thing about money is, sometimes we look at $500, an extra $500 as, it's too little. It may be little, but it's something. And I feel like it's also a muscle that you need to exercise. The more you do it, the more you get more ideas, but you need to start somewhere. Now, also getting to financial independence, it's very important to know that it's a decision that one decides to make. You have, and when you make a decision, you need to stick to it. Discipline. If you are budgeting, sticking to your budget is very important. Setting boundaries with yourself, and boundaries with yourself looks like if you already spent on your spending money or your going out money, you don't have any more. You can't go to the savings and get more so you can go out. That is setting a boundary with yourself. You can set boundaries with people. Whether you like it or not, you are going to set those boundaries because you know you are committed to this goal of yours.
Well, Hendrina, before I let you go, I have one final question. We spoke about financial wellness. We spoke about how to manage money. We spoke about savings, and we spoke about black tax. Someone might be out there really wanting to hear from you. Well, I'm sitting in this place. You know, I don't know where my money goes. I don't know how I spend my money. And I really want to be able to account for what I spend or what I do with my money. What are your advice to such a person?
Okay. So my final words to sum this up is just money is important. It is, and it can be stressful, but one thing is, nothing in life, there's nothing that cannot be changed, right? And what you want, or what our goal in life should be, is that you finish better than you started. That's just that's my personal goal, and I think that should be the goal of everybody. So you may have started your financial journey with, you find yourself where you find yourself now, maybe that you have debt, you have all this, you don't know where to start, but you can start somewhere. Just, if you have debt, make a list. Make a list, pay that extra $50. You may think it's small, but 3 years from now, you will look back and see the progress that you've made. Because it's also, managing finances is also a muscle. It's like, now you can't do it, but the more you do it, the more you get better at it. It's just something that you need to practice. When you think about the way that our parents started, right? The way that they went to school, the way that they had their lives, we may have different situations right now, or different struggles than they did, but honestly, our lives are better than they started. These are people who could not have certain types of investments. Women could not open bank accounts. And when I think about the way our parents just made use of what they got, and they put us through school, they tried to do this. Sometimes they may have not done that for you. You may have grown up a little different from the way I did, and that's okay. It's personal finances anyways. But the point is to start where you are, and then just go, make steps or take steps towards where you want to go. The idea is, make your future better, so that your children's future is better than what you have now. Your children's childhood is better than your childhood. But you cannot change that if you don't change the way that you are doing things. Honestly, it doesn't matter what you make. You can save that little. It's about you learning how to save. Because if you don't save that 50, whether you get millions, you will still squander them. And this is actually research proven, because people who won lotteries, they just run through that money. They don't save it, because when you get money, it doesn't come with the user's guide. And the only way that you can learn how to manage money is just by exercising it. You save the little that you can make, that you can save. You increase your income little by little, and next thing you know, you are doing much better than you started, and that will motivate you to do more. So it's just, wherever you are, you can change your situation and you can change your finances. You just need to decide and stick to your decision.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Hendrina, for joining me. Thank you so much for really availing yourself. It's a pleasure to have you on my show, and I would like to have you back here sometime.
Thank you, Rachel, for having me, and that can be arranged.
Okay. Well, guys, this should be the end of this episode. Once again, personal finances is a very important topic. It might not be taught in school to our kids, but we could actually come in and fix that. Do it at home. Let's teach our kids to save. Let's teach our kids the importance of managing money. It will mean a lot in the future for them. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for your time. If you are not a subscriber yet, please do subscribe and become part of the family. I'll be back with another episode. Till next time, from me, Ndalenga,
And me, Tulonga.
it's bye-bye from us.
Bye.